and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
What it is, Duke City. Beautiful Friday in Albuquerque. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. All right, I saw the weirdest thing, dude.
What was it?
It's a Fredless Friday in studio here in the John Lopez Real Estate Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. If you have any questions about what your house is worth, what a house is worth, property values, heck, even employment, hit up John Lopez with John Lopez Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Legacy. Behind the glass, super producer Mike Vitale. What's up, buddy?
What up, guys? TGIF.
On this Fredless Friday, as Fred is out on location, the voice of Highlands is going to be working all weekend, doing like 8 sports or something. I don't know.
For real.
But as you know, every Friday, we got Robert Buck D. Gibson in the house. What's happening, my guy?
Man, glad to be here. This week flew by.
They all do.
Yeah.
So as an old man now that I've turned 40, I just can't keep up anymore. It's like the second you turn 40, things just fly right by you. I can't keep up.
You let technology tell you what day it is?
I wouldn't know otherwise.
Yeah.
So I saw the craziest thing on the way here. And you know, I live downtown, I work downtown, I have fun downtown, party downtown, eat downtown, drink downtown. I'm always around here in the area. So a lot of run-ins with street people, home-free individuals, and whatever walk of life they may be, but
okay,
I have run-ins all the time. I finally, and this is only the second time it's happened in my entire life, a honest panhandler. So this guy standing on the corner of either 3rd or 4th in Central had a big cardboard cutout of a Jack Daniels bottle. So on the one side, it was obviously a Jack Daniels bottle. And then on the back side is just a white blank canvas for him to write whatever he wants, right? And it says, anything helps. And then in like little fine print on the bottom, I'm trying to get drunk.
There we go.
And I was like, truth in advertising, baby.
So did it work?
It didn't work on me because I didn't have any cash in my pocket, and I didn't have any change in my cup holder.
Oh man.
But it would have.
Yeah.
I mean, does he have something I could swipe? Does he got like an iPhone with a scanner on it?
Got the little card reader.
He didn't put he needs to step up his game and put like a QR code on the back of that.
First time I ever saw an honest street person was in San Francisco.
Okay.
Blew my mind. But I did have cash on me, and it definitely worked. I gave him like $40-$50.
Ooh wee.
Because I was laughing so hard I never saw it. Never saw it.
That's a nice chunk.
Yeah.
You might have killed the guy that night. You know how much smack you can get for $40? That is a lot of smack.
That, or he just made a whole lot more clever signs.
Oh yeah, he stepped up his sign game.
Yeah.
And paying it forward.
Yep.
You think that's smart, man. He's thinking long term.
Yeah.
He's playing the long con. I'm so bummed about this MLB stuff. Like, just get it over with, y'all. Rip off that Band-Aid. Let's get some baseball in our lives.
They have to make some changes, or come Monday, it starts messing with the regular season.
Well, it starts eating away at their paycheck.
Yeah.
Is what it does. Like, obviously the owners are going to take a bigger loss.
Right.
Because, you know, it's more to be lost in merch sales, concessions, tickets. You're going to have a lot worse day if you're the owner. But these players are going to lose huge chunks of money.
Yeah.
Every game, every week that has to be canceled. So now for the first time, I think that MLB coming out and saying, we are going, if we're not done by Monday, close of business, we don't have this figured out, we're going to start canceling games. I think for the first time in all these negotiations, the owners have the leverage because now it's going to cost them money.
Is that a good or a bad thing, though?
I mean, we'll find out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What time is it?
Man.
Close of business already.
Yeah.
Eastern time zone, and there's been no progress made.
Way past it. Yep.
Unless I didn't see it, which I've been refreshing MLB trade rumors and MLB.com all day today. No substantive progress. That's kind of what I figured. But they are closer on a couple terms in negotiating, but the big ones, they're just so far apart. We're not going to have baseball, and I'm just going to cry myself to sleep every night.
Oh, man.
Because that's my favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
It's my favorite sport. It's my favorite sport to watch. It's my favorite sport to attend. It's my favorite sport to play. It hurts.
And that's a lot of games. It's not like the NFL. There's games almost every day, right?
You play either 5 or 6 games a week.
Woo.
Except for the All-Star week, and
Yeah.
except for the first and last week of the year, you're playing either 5 or 6 games.
Oh, man.
Every week.
Oh, my goodness.
For months and months. And I love it so much. But have no fear, Albuquerque. Have no fear, Duke City. Your isotopes ain't going nowhere. It doesn't matter what happens in the MLB. We're having the topes, baby.
That's right.
All kinds of cool promotions this year. You know they're going to be taking care of you, so make sure you get out. No matter what happens in the MLB, you get out and support the Isotopes. Friend of the show, Albuquerque Isotopes. We can't wait to work with them and go to games, and we'll be live from the lab a few times this year, special 2-men on nights. So Albuquerque, we know how to get loose. We know how to have a good time, and we're very excited to have a good time with you at the lab this year. So if you don't get your dose of MLB baseball, we got it here in Albuquerque. Thank God.
But they should be doing that anyway. MLB, even if there is MLB, still support the Isotopes.
Oh, no doubt.
Yes.
Depending on how long the lockout's going to be, I'll settle for a league of their own kind of situation. If we get some super talented, beautiful women out there playing baseball, I will show up. I will buy new merch. I will buy the new Susie Johnson jersey or whatever it is. Count me in. A League of Their Own's a brilliant movie. I'd rather see it in real life.
I'm with you. That's a great idea.
Sure. Why not? We should start. Hey, let's do it right now. Anyway, Vital, can you erase everything I just said? We're going to copyright this and start a league.
Yeah. We don't need nobody trying to move in on this. This is a great opportunity.
I don't know how long the delay is, but can you erase the whole League of Our Own idea?
It's done.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think you're lying to me.
The confidence of it's done.
Yeah, sure. Done. Okay. I believe you. And not only am I going to miss baseball, the off-season hot stove, I love talking baseball in the off-season. Who's going to be the powerhouse? Who's going where? What pieces are going to fit? Who's the first guy to get signed? Who's the first guy to get traded? Who's the last guy to get signed?
So is that period going to disappear or just shorten significantly because the games are going to start right off the bat, or what?
The second the lockout's over, it's going to be the craziest 2 days of free agency in the history of baseball. Everybody left, every single free agent left is going to sign in 48 hours.
Yeah, because you got to think they already have these moves in place. They just can't make it official.
Right.
They're ready.
And all of these front offices have had all this time to sit around and just be like, okay, if this happens, we're doing this, and this happens, we're doing this. They got their whole risk map just already planned out. Way better than Russian ground troops planned out Ukraine. Ukraine's getting worked right now, but they are fighting back. They're winning a lot of small victories.
I've been keeping up, and I love that those stories are at least making the news. Tell the whole story. Don't just give me the whole gloss over story. I want to know everything.
Yeah, I agree completely. And I'm a news junkie.
Yeah.
Multiple times a day, I'll stop and see where we are in the news world. And with something crazy in the news, like a potential world war, I'm glued to my friggin' phone.
Yeah.
Like I'm making myself put it away. Like I missed a call from a friend of the show, David Carl of the New Mexico United today. I have no idea what he wants to talk about because I had to put my phone away for a while. Like I missed a few phone calls, missed a few texts. I'm mentioning David because I forgot to call him back. If you're listening, I'm so sorry, buddy. But yeah, I got to put the phone away because otherwise I'm just refreshing and looking for video and seeing the carnage and wanting updates and woo.
What makes it
a lot?
What makes this so interesting, and it shouldn't be, well, I don't even know how to say it. It's the technology now. We're in real time. We can see everything.
For sure.
It's like everything is in our backyard, but it's not. That's the weird part for me.
From the texter, does the strike mean we are going to get a Sosa McGuire juiced home run race 2.0?
Oh, I hope so.
I think that should be part of the collective bargaining agreement. Is like if you want, everyone could just start juicing. Because that was peak when everyone was juiced up. That was peak baseball. I don't want kids to be like 12-year-old kids want to go to the pros, start taking juice when they're teenagers. The technology, these I'm not going to go there right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there. More baseball talk later in the show. When we get back, we're going to talk about the sports fallout of the Ukrainian invasion. You're listening to Dave and Buster's Presents 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
When dignity matters most, give us a call. We'll take the if out of life. What if you live? What if you linger? What if you leave? What's your legacy? Call 858-GATEWAY. That's 858-GATEWAY.
This report brought to you by Gateway Insurance.
Traffic this afternoon, we're still dealing with that crash southbound on I-25. It's causing slowdowns between Osuna and Montgomery. Also slowdowns this afternoon northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Central, and southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. We're seeing congestion and slowdowns there as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Welcome to Advanced Bracketology Studies. This skill is a life skill, which could net you $1 million.
We assume that was a college course. We didn't exactly finish college. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is back. A perfect bracket nets you $1 million. 60 games or more will still pay out $10,000. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is brought to you locally by Petrie Buick GMC. Only Petrie promises to work harder for you. Brackets go online March 1st. Online at sportsanimalabq.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Men over 40. Is your body feeling softer and not as lean? Losing your energy, muscle, or sleep quality? You could be feeling the loss of growth hormone. As you age, your natural production of GH begins to significantly slow down. Here's the good news. GH Boost from Nugenix is the world's only non-prescription supplement that safely supercharges your body's GH production and helps you get a great night's sleep. Clinical studies show the ingredients in GH Boost can increase your body's own GH levels more than 100%. Guys all over America are loving this product.
Great product. I just started using it and I'm already seeing results.
I definitely feel the difference. Much better sleep and much more energy.
Guys over 40, you need GH Boost. And right now, you can get a complimentary 2-week sample. Just text CHART to 321-321. It's killing it at GNC, but you could only get your sample by texting CHART to 321-321. That's CHART to 321-321. Text CHART to 321-321.
Rising inflation likely means interest rates are going up. I'm Scott Stigler for Indigo Mortgage. You may hear news about the Federal Reserve trying to slow down inflation. For home loans, what they usually do is called quantitative easing. I know, stay with me. That's a fancy term for the government buying mortgage-backed securities from Wall Street. Word is the government will stop buying them by March. If that happens, you can count on mortgage interest rates going up in 2022. There's a chance they change their minds, so keep an eye on any news about the Federal Reserve and quantitative easing. Here's the bottom line for you. If you're considering looking for a home loan, now is the time to call Ben Lucero and his team at Indigo Mortgage. Even small shifts in interest rates can cost you hundreds of dollars each month. Call Indigo Mortgage at 836-5700 or go to indigomortgage.net. Nobody cares more about your mortgage loan than Indigo Mortgage. 836-5700 and MLS 188348.
30 seconds.
The taco. Try the new Cantina Crispy Chicken Taco from Taco Bell with your choice of creamy chipotle or avocado ranch at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation which vary. Tax extra.
The University of New Mexico is committed to ensuring that residents of our state entering college for the first time can afford to pursue a bachelor's degree with the local.
Here we go.
Get more information and learn the eligibility requirements online at promise.unm.edu.
This is where New Mexico comes for sport.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Hello. Here we go. Van. And you're up.
Welcome back, Albuquerque. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. We wouldn't be who we are. We wouldn't be anything without our partners and sponsors out in the community. And one of our OG A1 friends of the show is New Mexico Pinon Coffee. It's easy to be a spokesperson, ambassador, salesman for something that you've enjoyed your whole adult life. So New Mexico Pinon makes the best coffee, and what they do in the community is absolutely amazing. And we're so excited to build a bridge in between New Mexico Pinon Coffee and some of our other favorite community members, Locker 505. So they're going to do some cool stuff together, and we can't wait to tell you about it as it progresses. You've been driving around downtown today, Robert?
Yeah.
Have you seen all of these beautiful, fit, young people just running around and doing jumping jacks? And there's a
makes me envious
big track meet in town. We're gonna try to get somebody on to talk about that here in a little bit. So I just turned 40, as you know, I've been beating you guys to death with.
As you should. That's a major accomplishment in today's time.
Sure, made it to 40.
Yeah.
I have a rich history that didn't want me to. But made it to 40, and I've never been more jealous of youth than today. Just like, I was working, doing like busy work indoors all day, and it was an absolutely beautiful day in Albuquerque. And all these fit, beautiful young people are just running around everywhere, just making me mad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I can't even probably run up 2 miles, like a mile, and I'm done, and I got to go to an ice bath.
Don't get me started.
I don't
do not get me started.
I don't do New Year's resolutions, but one thing I do is do age resolutions.
Yeah.
And I went through like the craziest fitness phase when I was 35. And I think I'm about to go through another crazy one right now to like ensure that I take care of myself. And
well, I did when I turned 40. That summer, I lost 38 pounds. And I was doing it all, eating right, working out. Then it got cold. Then I stopped, gained it all back. But it's hard, man. It's really hard. It's putting your brain in that mode, getting that schedule down, just staying with it.
Super producer Mike Vital's creeping up behind me to do some mic levels.
Uh-oh.
Hi, what's your name?
See, he's over here on this. He's on this side of the glass right now. Should I put my mask back on? Are you okay back there? A little behind the scenes here at 2 Men On.
Well, I went to the Y with Fred and we shot some hoops, and I told him, I was like, I'm gonna be sore. And he's like, for real? I was like, yes.
Just like a little bit of physical activity.
Yeah.
Some hoops.
Because I haven't been able to do anything.
Well, you got to come to the Y with us every morning, man.
Yeah.
We're there almost every weekday morning, depending on our energy levels and what creaks and pops.
Mm-hmm.
We get a good workout in. You ever hit the speed bag?
No, but I heard he say that's your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love hitting the speed bag there. Do a little heavy bag, but it takes too long to wrap your wrist correctly so you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of fallout in the sports world because of Russians' invasion of Ukraine. The outpouring of support and for Ukrainian and Russian athletes has been phenomenal.
Robert.
Like, I think every single person who spoke out on it has been obviously pro-Ukraine, pro-independence.
Right.
They did nothing to provoke it. And, you know, I'm on that board. We won't get too political here, but
yeah.
505-246-0610, friends of the show.
Mailman.
Sports Animal Line. Who do we got first?
Mailman.
Mailman, my dude, what's happening?
Buck Diesel, what's happening?
What's
up, Mailman?
Coming in hot.
Okay, so look, here's what I want you to do, Van.
Okay.
First of all, let me do my thing. Fred's not here.
No, he is not.
Fred's not here. Okay, here we go. So, while I'm putting this information out to Diesel, I need you to go ahead and whip out the Google machine because I want you to look this up.
Okay.
I need you to look up Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
All right. So, I need you fellas. We're gonna start up there. I like this women's baseball league. I'm in favor of starting up the Albuquerque Sugar Skulls. And
okay.
The women are going to be dressed like Thunder Rosa.
Gotcha.
Now
I'm looking at it right now.
Did you see the picture of Thunder Rosa?
I'm looking at her.
Against all of my better decision-making skills, I did put in Thunder Rosa into the Google machine, and boy, you were right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what we're going to do. The Albuquerque Sugar Skulls. I got the first $5 on the Fund Me page. We're going to get them girls in some baseball uniforms, and we're going to get down on it. Screw Major League Baseball. We're going to get down on it.
Major League Baseball.
Come on, Diesel. Let's do this thing.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you 100%.
We're doing it. I'm going to send out some tweets right now that they have till the end of close of business on Monday, and I don't care if they're losing games. We're starting a league of their own.
Right. And I would not be surprised. Okay, so Dan, being that you're the resident baseball guy today, because I know Diesel don't know nothing about this.
Let me see what I don't know about. Let me hear it.
They locked out, and the Totes can play. Can the mother team send the dudes down here to get some wax on in place for some of the Totes?
No, anybody on a major league 40-man roster cannot participate until after the lockout.
Come on, Mailman. I knew that.
Okay, all right. So, okay, let's do this then. If their contract has officially expired, can they come down and get some wax on? Because they ain't officially on a roster.
That's a gray area, and I believe the answer is yes. But you have to be signed by the parent club. So you got to be signed by the Rockies, and the Rockies will designate you for assignment, whether it's AAA, AA, single A, or rookie ball. So if Sammy Sosa wants to come out of,
it's too much craziness.
If Sammy Sosa wants to come out of retirement and move to Albuquerque, he can get a contract with the Rockies, and they could place him in Albuquerque. That is a thing that could happen. Yes.
Well, that's too much garbage. Let's get the Sugar Skulls going. Let's get these chicas out here. We get some baseball going, dog. Get some baseball going.
I'm in. I'm into it. What was the Colorado Silver Bullets used to go around and scrimmage minor league teams and the amateur teams for the cities. So I don't see why we can't do a whole league.
Yeah. You can get the Silver Bullet started up again.
Yeah.
We can get the Albuquerque Sugar Skulls. We can let El Paso get a team. We can get Arizona a team. We can get another team in Texas.
Listen to Amarillo. Commissioner Mailman over here. You already got it down.
We got a little league just running around.
You got it down. You're a modern day commissioner. I hear you over there.
And Mailman, I can't wait.
I'm working on it because I'm sick of these dudes. These dudes I mean, I'm with you guys. Just let everybody juice for the first 7 months when they come back.
Ladies included.
Yeah. Well, that lips might get a little hairy, and I ain't trying to go there. But yeah, let them in too. The men don't want to do nothing. I mean, I understand these millionaires don't have control of the billionaires, but if the billionaires don't want to do the thing, let one of the millionaires take over, and we put some hundredaires on the field.
Why? You might heard this yesterday. You might not have heard this yesterday. But a million, the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is a lot further than you think. So
okay, so what we say, a millionaire was 31 days.
Okay, no, a millionaire. So a million seconds, 1 million seconds is 11 days.
11 days, yeah.
1 billion seconds is 31 years. So it's a way bigger difference than people think.
Okay, so put Trout and what's the cat that just got all the money? The pitcher.
Scherzer.
Put Trout, Scherzer, and old boy in L.A. Between the three of them, they should be able to afford a team.
Well, we don't want none of their money.
Yeah.
Hey, mailman, we don't want none of their money because we're gonna have the Albuquerque Sugar Skulls.
Oh yeah.
Brought to you by the United States Post Office.
There we go. Yeah.
You're gonna reach out.
We'll put an eagle pass on their shoulder. They can go. They can go.
Mailman, we're up against it. Thanks for the call and thanks for being a friend of the show. Appreciate you, my dude.
Anytime, dudes. Anytime.
Take it easy.
Yep.
He's got it all figured out.
He does, man. Commissioner Mailman. More 2 Men On when we get back. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Night construction on I-40 between 98th and Unser will take place from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. February 24th and 25th. Traffic will be reduced to one lane going both directions. Drivers should expect delays. NMDOT District 3 is overseeing the project. Mountain States Constructors is performing the work. Visit nmroads.com.
This report brought to you by Mountain State Constructors.
All right, traffic this afternoon that crashed southbound I-25 still causing problems between Osuna and Montgomery. We're seeing quite a bit of slowdowns there, so watch out for that. Also slowdowns this afternoon northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Central, and southbound cores moving slow this afternoon as you approach Montano. Your river crossings, though, all look good, and north of the city between Albuquerque and Santa Fe, no problems in either direction. For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Clark's asks you to support New Mexico United's Michael Uzera's Foundation for Kids in Uganda at either Clark's location, and they'll match your donation. Clark's thanks New Mexico for 50 great years. Visit clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Like what you hear? You could actually work here. 95.9 FM and AM 610 is now hiring entry-level part-time positions like board operators. Join the sports animal team for the excitement of live radio, live sporting events.
World champs, baby!
With career advancement opportunities, a great staff, and the best part-time job you'll ever have.
Unbelievable.
Apply today at cumulusmedia.com/careers.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at Zip.
107 won the team. That's not ours. We don't talk about baseball.
Candidates finding you.
Look. Yeah, that ESPN station on the west side, the 101 or something, 1017, the team. They carry a Lobo baseball. We don't bring them.
These might deliver a lot of hay.
By the way, the deadline is on Monday, isn't it, for baseball? That'd be a nice show, T.
ZipRecruiter, get a quality candidate with.
We'll find out Monday if baseball's gonna whatever. That'd be cool.
And right now, you can try.
Just giving you an idea.
Free That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.
Because Monday you get a good show, and here's an idea for a show tease about baseball on Monday. What was baseball going to come? Is going to start on Monday or what?
You're okay to drive?
Yeah, because you're good at that. That's why.
I'll text you when I make it home.
You think so? Okay, calling an Uber. I think so isn't good enough.
Getting an Uber is cheaper than getting a DWI. Drinking and driving has consequences. Got the message? Get a ride. Presented by Bernalillo County DWI Planning Council.
Hi, I'm Jeanette, the new owner of Highland Rental. Since 1973, Highland Rental has been providing a wide variety of equipment rentals for the do-it-yourselfers, landscapers, and contractors. And now I'm excited to offer sales of all steel products. From chainsaws to pressure washers, we are your local sales, service, repair, and warranty dealer. Come see us today. We're located at 8702 Manal Boulevard Northeast, open Monday through Saturday, 7:30 to 4. Call us at 505-293-4100 or visit our website at highlandrentall.net. I'll see you soon.
And paid for by Anthem Tax Services. Attention! If you or your business is behind in filing your tax returns, or if you owe over $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS, please listen carefully. The IRS does not joke around and will not stop their collection efforts. If you're tired of the IRS letters, levies, liens, or wage garnishments and would like to get a fresh start, we can help. Due to the financial hardships in the country, the IRS is making it easier than ever to settle tax problems for those who owe more than $10,000. We can help settle your delinquent tax problems, end all collections, and may even reduce your back taxes by up to 99%. Even if you can't afford to pay your back taxes, you can still get the help you need. We've helped thousands of taxpayers just like you, but you must call 800-852-3467 today.
Stand by, here we go.
Problem from getting worse. The information is free and the help is real. Call 800-852-3467. That's 800-852-3467. Again, 800-852-3467.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1.
Identity, you have none. What's your personnel look like?
95.610.
And back to you. You're up.
The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. You talking about, you started your Monday at the YMCA, right?
Yeah.
I took Monday off.
Yeah.
I don't like taking days off because I feel so much better when I start my day off with some exercise. I feel like I build a base for a better day when I exercise in the morning.
I understand because I definitely felt great that whole day.
Plus, summer's creeping up, and I got to keep this tight. You know, I got to keep it tight. Go find your why at the YMCA. So apparently, little did I know that every heavyweight champion in the history of boxing is from the Ukraine. And not only are they from there, they're active members of their country's government. Is it Vladimir?
Yes.
Vladimir.
The older Klitschko.
So Vitaly and Vladimir.
Right.
I
said
both have already taken up arms.
I said that backwards. The younger. Wait, hold on. Vitaly is the older. That's right.
Vitaly is the mayor.
Yeah, he's the mayor of Kiev.
Kiev. He is mayor of Kiev.
Had no idea.
And there's already videos of them like taking up arms in the streets with just concrete dust.
Yeah.
You know, shrapnel dust all over them. So, I mean, they're setting the gold standard of what it means to caring about where you come from. And there's no shortage of professional Ukrainian athletes speaking up and going back home. Like, I mean, all this news is coming in too fast, but a boxer who's fighting in London said, I'm leaving London the second after the fight to go pick up an AK-47 and go defend my country. Could you imagine? I know this.
No, I could not. Like
crazy.
And it's not just them. You know, those are the biggest names.
Like Sebastian Janikowski, wherever he's from. Sounds like Polish, maybe.
He's from Poland.
Yeah, Poland.
Yeah.
Like, he just kicks a game-winning field goal and then gets a flight to Poland and then just picks up an AK-47 and goes help defend Ukraine.
And it's not like they're in this war room pressing buttons. They're on the ground.
They're on the ground.
Yeah.
With guns and shrapnel and concrete dust and mortar shells in their ankles. I hate war, obviously. I was hoping that we've grown past it as a humankind. We need to put the kind in humankind, as cheesy as that is. But I think this is just Putin flexing.
Oh, most definitely.
He's bored. He needs a friggin' hobby. Like, I think this is for his legacy because he's going on 20 plus years in power. And he's just bored. He's bored of the day-to-day Russian stuff. So he's like, what can I do now? Let's play some war games with my neighbors who don't deserve it whatsoever.
Yeah, he's the last person to be bored then because, man.
He just wants some legacy because every historical leader from Russia has some kind of war on their watch, right? Like whether it's a world war, whether it's a Cold War, whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
Every long-standing Russian leader's got a war.
And they've all been feared.
Yeah.
He's not. I'm not going to say he wasn't feared, but in the social media era, it's just like jokes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's not hard evidence of this is what he did or whatever. Now, he stepped the game up.
He's got to be what, 65? 69.
69. Oh, yeah.
69. So he's getting up there.
Yeah.
He knows he can't hold power that much longer. He's going to have to do some stuff and make sure that his party, his cronies, whoever he trains, gets to take over. But anyway, the sports world, the ripple effects from the Ukrainian invasion. So F1 has already canceled Russia. Olympic events in Russia. Tennis events in Russia. All these are being canceled, and every single governing body of these worldwide sports, the soccer, UEFA, all of these are urging every single sport to show solidarity and cancel all their events, and it's just happening in droves.
Yeah. Do you think this was kind of? I don't even want to speculate, but we just got finished with the Winter Olympics. Russia's a big part of the Winter Olympics. You think that was held off until after the Olympics were done?
They wanted to finish the Olympics and start this?
Yeah, that's what it kind of seems like. Because he knew
COVID got a little quieter. The timing was what he wanted on this.
Yeah.
Yep. Where it's the main stage.
Sure.
Not saying war would take a backseat to the Olympics, but it's like, okay, let us do this thing and now let's really start messing up things.
By the way, American news cycle, United States news cycle, this isn't the only war in town, all right? There's a lot of wars going on in South America and Africa.
Thank you.
And you don't know about it.
Thank you.
Because it's not in the major news cycle. But when it happens to a first world country, we're going to hear all about it 24/7. I couldn't even name, and I follow it, I couldn't even name all the wars going on in the world right now.
I'd like to see Klitschko and Putin in the ring. That would be nice.
Putin is a bad dude. I don't know how to break it to you, but he's a 69-year-old bad dude.
Well, you know what? I'd lower the weight requirement. I'd put him with Lomachenko.
Lomachenko. There you go. Yeah, that's better.
Plus Lomachenko. Yeah, Lomachenko is
triple
active.
G.
Yeah.
What do you think Putin weighs? Do a celebrity death match kind of
He's
thing?
probably about 2. No more. Can't be more than 2. That's probably pushing it.
And whatever it says on the internet, it ain't right.
He put his own weight in. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Okay, maybe he didn't.
What is it?
Because the internet has him listed at 5'6", 152 pounds.
Oh.
By the way, hey, short guys, my short kings out there, my short princes out there. You don't need to have this little man syndrome all the time, all right? Every person who's invaded another country, except for Genghis Khan, has been a little person.
Well, you know what?
Napoleon, Hitler, Mussolini, Vladimir Putin. Like, what is it with these guys that are under 5'10" starting wars?
I was right on.
My short kings out there, y'all need to chill out.
I was right on with Lomachenko. Lomachenko's 5'7", 134.
That's a perfect match.
Let
There
him
we
go. He probably walks around with Putin weight.
Yeah, his walking around weight's probably the exact same, right?
Yep.
Just so crazy. Thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Ukraine. If you have friends or family in Ukraine, I'm sorry you're going through this right now. If you're second generation, third generation, whatever it may be, Ukrainian, we got your back. We are here for you. We're so sorry that you guys are being invaded and your country's being torn apart for what I perceive as absolutely nothing. No reason whatsoever.
None.
Oil in a beach resort like Crimea. You want Crimea that bad? Just go to friggin' Barbados. You can afford it, Vladdy.
It makes you think, like, what's the real reason here? Like, it's got to be something.
This testosterone, bro.
Yeah,
he's bored.
I like the way you think. I think that's exactly what it is.
It's a dong measuring contest.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what we haven't had in a lot of years? Good old fashioned war.
Yeah.
You know who I don't like? Ukraine. Screw those guys. And their economy is being crippled.
Oh man,
crippled. Anybody who invested in Russia, I am sorry about your portfolio, because that economy is tanked and it ain't coming back.
No,
the world has united with F Russia.
Yep.
Plus, their birth rate is negative.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't add to it too. But their economy is rotten, and so he's got to use a war as an example to get his economy or people behind him.
You know what? It's crazy that you say that, Mike. I was just looking at this story. Check this out. Ukrainian women claim Russian troops have been flirting with them on the Tinder app while they're over there.
Oh my God.
One of the Ukrainian women said, I didn't find any of them attractive and would never consider sleeping with the enemy. That's
Nice.
a real life story.
And what really gets me, and it's not like you're invading your neighbor. You're invading people that speak basically the same language.
Yeah.
You're invading somebody with the exact same cultural practices as you, the same hobbies, the same history, the same religion. This is Russia invading Ukraine is basically Alabama invading Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have the same culture, the same people,
Yeah.
you look alike, you talk alike, you smell alike, eat the same food. A lot of these people, a lot of these poor Russian soldiers who have to storm Ukraine, they got to kill people that look just like them. They got to kill like their old neighbors. They got to kill their
Yeah.
friends. It's not that vastly different. And I've seen a lot of reports of soldiers just throwing down their guns and leaving.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen like the abandoned
Yeah.
trucks?
Yep.
The abandoned
Have.
trucks, the abandoned uniforms. Like, not all Russia is into this Russian vibe that we have to do this, and you don't. I don't think there's anyone in Russia or Ukraine listening to Two Men On right now. But if they are, you don't have to do this, bro.
Right.
You don't have to do this. I swear that's it on Ukraine today, unless we get a call or a text about it. More baseball talk when we get back. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
All right, traffic this afternoon, that crash on southbound I-25 has been cleared, but we're still seeing slowdowns in the area of Osuna to Montgomery. Also slowdowns this afternoon southbound on Coors as you approach Montano, and northbound I-25 between Gibson and Lead Cole moving slow as well.
My fellow Americans, today is the day for all of us to come together as one nation and upgrade our rides at the Malloy Los Lunas President's Day sales event, MalloyLosLunas.com.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online.
Okay, you just let me know when you're ready.
I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. Remember how I said earlier today that Seahawk fans were freaking out because Russell Wilson changed his social media bio? You know who's not freaking out about that? Colts fans. They think that might mean that Russ is going to come to Indy. So, does that mean that Russ is coming to bail them out? I don't know. Check his social media and see if he's rocking a Colts gamer. I'm Jim Rome.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There is a tremendous price war in the term life industry. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call today for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
The Mountain West Tournament starts March 9th, and Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck will be live from Vegas to bring you courtside for all the action. Brought to you by Car Crafters, celebrating 40 years, and by the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. Join, connect, thrive. Mountain West Tournament coverage is on Albuquerque's home for the NCAA Tournament. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply. If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever. And guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P. says, this is the best product I've found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40.
That's Howard.
Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text LEAP to 42424. It's the
That's Howard.
testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary.
That's Howard.
To 42424. That's LEAP to 42424. Text LEAP to 42424.
This hour of Two Men On brought to you by Bernalillo County DWI Prevention. Go to burncode.gov for more information.
Mardi Gras will be back in full force when it returns to New Orleans on March 1st. You don't have to be in the Big Easy to enjoy jambalaya, dirty rice, and rich king cake, no matter how you plan to celebrate this year. If you're going to drink, take a ride on us. Together, we can end DWI. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal is partnered with Bernalillo County Department of Behavioral Health Services, Sandoval County DWI Prevention, and Ron Bell Injury Lawyers to help end DWI. So put on your best purple, gold, and green, grab your best throws, and get ready to pass a good time. Open the Uber app now, and under vouchers, enter the code BEADS22 in all caps. After the festivities, request an Uber, and we'll pay up to $15 for your ride. This offer is good for the first 500 people who use the code between noon on Tuesday, March 1st, and 3 a.m. on Wednesday, March 2nd, for up to 2 rides per person. Enjoy Mardi Gras 2022 and take a ride on us. Together, we can end DWI. Sometimes you can do everything right, and still need a little help. Guys, you can eat right, work out, watch your weight, and still deal with some things that Mother Nature throws at you. That's where New Mail comes in. It's Jeff Symbieta. And gentlemen, if you're dealing with some of these very natural things like being tired way too often, hair loss, weight gain, or even erectile dysfunction, give New Mail a call. New Mail helps men all over the country beat these things with industry-leading testosterone replacements. The number is 505-652-1688, or visit them online at Newmail. That's NUMALE.com. Reality is, as you age, there's a really good chance you're going to be affected by these very natural things. There's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, the only thing to be ashamed of is not doing something about it. Make a call that can make a huge difference for you. New Mail, 505-652-1688. They're convenient. They're here in Albuquerque. They're with you through the whole process, and it works. Guys, the results are real. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688 or visit newmail.com and feel better.
Talk sports with us. 95.9 FM and AM 610.
And you're up.
And we're back, Albuquerque. And we wouldn't be back without our partners like O'Neill's Pub. Good food, honest drink. You can catch us every Thursday at one of the O'Neills. We were at Nob Hill yesterday and had an absolute blast. I think Robert might have been double booked because you said you're coming out and you never showed up.
Yeah, I actually was. I was booked with fatherhood.
Okay,
And my
that's a
little
good
girl.
reason.
Yeah, and I was just about to say I'll be there next week, but I'll be in Austin. So next week.
Very nice. Shout out to friend of the show O'Neills who helps us work with Locker 505.
I love them.
Love Kim. She brought out the whole crew last night.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Turned that place out. Vitale still got Howard with us on the line. Well, let's see what Howard has to say. What's up, buddy?
Well, guys, how you doing this afternoon? Good to see you.
Peachy.
Great.
And I do mean see you. I watch you guys every afternoon faithfully. And Buck D, you ain't 40. That's a lie. Come on, man. You are not 40 years old.
You're right. I'm 43.
Boom.
I need to see that driver's license on air right now and highlight the social security number. No, you look good for 40, Van. Well, you're thin.
Yeah, those are city miles on me, Howard.
Man, you look good too, man. You look good too.
I've been rode hard and put up wet, brother.
Yeah, I'm turning 61 in a couple of weeks, so but I'm still pretty chipper. I'm still keeping up with a wife 10 years younger than me, and
that's
still
what it's
loving
about.
life and chasing grandkids and humping 60-pound or 90-pound bags of cement and running up and down extension ladders for my company. But age is a number, guys.
That's right.
How would I know, Howard? You don't come out to O'Neill's. You don't come out to the YMCA. You don't come out to Bourbon and Boots. You don't come to Dave and Buster's. How would I know?
Howard is a very complicated man. There are layers to Howard. And I'm involved with a charitable organization here in town that required me to be there last night and drink beer. And I was there, and I did my due duty.
Howard, you know that we love to help helpers, so plug your little charity that you got going on.
Well, I'm a Moose Lodge member, and we help seniors and kids in Chicago in a little school called Moose Heart. I'll tell you guys more about it one day. And we do fundraisers and have Easter egg hunts and Halloween parties for kids and Christmas parties. We give presents to needy kids and give out candy, and we do a lot of stuff for kids here in our community over at the Moose Lodge.
Well, that's awesome, Howard. Thank you so much for helping the community.
Yeah, it's all about the kids is what we really focus on at our lodge, because you know what? It is all about the kids, right?
Right.
I mean, the good ones.
Yeah, true.
Some of them suck. I ain't gonna lie. There's some bad kids out there. Some of them you were
probably an ornery kid, you know that?
Oh, I was the worst.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing that really pisses me off about you, man. And can I be blunt?
Can you? Aren't you always?
I just want to say, I sit there watching you eat and drink stuff, and then you're still nice and thin and fit. And I can't stand you for it. What do you have, a tapeworm or something?
He actually has 2 tapeworms.
I got 2.
They're gangbanging.
Yeah. And I'm like,
fighting over the turf.
We got some little baby tapeworms coming soon. It's really exciting.
Like,
for
how
us.
the heck do you do it, man? You keep eating and then you don't put it on. I look at a Mr. Good bar and I gain 5 pounds. I mean, come on, man.
It's all diet and exercise. A lot of vegetables, a lot of water. I get them calories in. And
there you go.
I exercise. Howard, I'll tell you the secret. I exercise a lot. I eat really well, so I can drink all my calories.
There you go. Well, you know what happens November 1st for me every year? It becomes sweatshirt season.
Yes,
and you know what
yes.
happens February 28th every year, right? You got to put the sweatshirts away and get back in the gym, because you got to get rid of that extend button you use for your pants and get back into your regular gear for the summertime.
Sure.
Hey guys, you know what? I'm gonna really make you both mad now, but
music 1 minute.
We're a good one, but who cares about baseball, guys? Have a great weekend.
Oh, he had to do it.
He hit you with a bomb and just left.
Mike dropped it on me. Baseball is the best sport on the planet. It's the best sport ever created by man. It's so tied into the American fabric. A lot of the greatest things that this country's ever done, baseball has been right next to it, leading the way. So
30.
How dare you, Howard? We got KOB TV's very own Brandon Ortega calling in the 5 o'clock hour. We're going to talk
20.
West Track competition and some high school basketball. More MLB talk, more quarterback carousel, and whatever you want to talk about.
10.
Sports Animal Hotline, 505-246-0610. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Traffic this afternoon, no crashes at the moment. We've got a number of slow spots. We've been telling you about some of them all afternoon. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. Also northbound I-25, Gibson to about Lomas. Moving slow as well. Some other spots that are slow this afternoon. Westbound Rio Bravo, 2nd Street to Isleta. Moving slow. And southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. We're seeing quite a bit of congestion there as well.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at americanhome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Who is the baddest man in the NBA right now? There is one answer and one answer only: DeMar DeRozan. And there he was again, doing what he does, and this time to the Atlanta Hawks. They were on the losing end of a dagger last night. To MVP if you need him. What an absolute killer this guy is. Down 1, less than 20 seconds left, and he flips that game right on its head. Bucket and 1, because this is what this guy does. You give him a look late in the game, and he will end that game. He will end you. That's just how it is right now. 8 straight games of 35 or more, and the only guys in the history of the league who have done that are all one-name guys. Wilt, Elgin, Mike, Kobe, LeBron, and James. That's it. DeMar is that dude. And even though he's not officially in the MVP conversation, he absolutely should be. Do you have a car problem but don't know where to go? Maybe you are miles away from home when your car breaks down. Let O'Reilly Auto Parts help. With O'Reilly Auto Parts Shop Referral Program, take the guesswork out of finding a great shop wherever you are. Call an O'Reilly location near you or visit O'ReillyAuto.com and click Find a Repair Shop to find a reputable repair facility or service center nearby for all your repairs. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
The Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce is the small business chamber of New Mexico with over 1,000 members representing a diverse business community. Are you a creative thinker into creative economy or tech looking to help grow a woman-owned business? A young entrepreneur looking to expand your business? The Hispano Chamber is for you. Join today and experience all the benefits of membership and make your plans to be at La Noche Encantada, our state's largest black tie event, March 12th. There are only a few seats left. Visit ahcnm.org for more details. The Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. Join, connect, thrive.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that,
1 minute.
Skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow.
30.
Cash! I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME.
Here we go.
Cents a gallon cash back on your first tank. That's code TIME.
KNML AM Albuquerque is the sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nutt.
And you're up.
Oh.
Welcome back to Dave and Buster's Presents 2 Men On. And as always, whether we're here or on the road, we're at the John Lopez Real Estate Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. DJ Mikey V playing me some more RTJ. Thank you, sir. A man after my heart.
Well, Fred's not here today. So.
I was going to say, he's letting it loose today.
It is a Fredless Friday as he is on assignment at Highlands University. Fred is the voice of Highlands, if you guys did not know that already. That's just one talented dude. You know that Fred Slow guy?
Very much.
He's just a world of talent. I can't handle it sometimes. Hey. Smoke weed in NCAA.
I wasn't ready for that one. I knew where you were going as soon as I recognized it.
Robert, it's like what you'd hear during boot camp, right?
You know what's so funny? What people don't know is Nate Dogg was in the Marine Corps, and that's where he got that from.
Oh,
no way.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you're ever in Marine Corps boot camp, that's part of a cadence right there.
Yeah, I just figured him and Warren G were sitting around like, what rhymes with smoke weed every day? How about a? Perfect. How do you spell that? NCAA announced some major news on Friday regarding their THC testing policies. You can just smoke weed in college now.
That's pretty much what it is.
That's basically what it is.
Yep.
They lowered the testing threshold
by a lot.
So you everyday smokers out there trying to hoop it up.
Why did you go straight to basketball?
Because basketball season. It's basketball season right now. That's why. Okay, let's do the percentages. Let's do some demographics.
There we go.
More weed smokers in basketball or hockey?
It might be equal.
I think it's same across the board. Right?
Same across the board.
I agree. That's why everybody was, they were talking about Michael Phelps. He smokes weed. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you not heard him talk? That let me know.
Yeah.
But it was, the current policy or the policy that's being taken over, one failed marijuana test is a half a year suspension. To go from that to what they have now is a big, huge jump.
From the texter, friend of the show, Craig, I'm ready to go fight, and I'm a 57-year-old American Navy veteran. It's not our war, but it's not right. I agree, man.
Yep.
I agree. And there's a lot of really good people here who want to go help. But I think most of our help is going to be economically and supplies. Gonna have a lot of supplies.
Get them in the pockets.
A lot of supplies coming from our war factories. So not only is the threshold lowered, when I say lower, what I really mean is raised.
Raised, yeah.
It's raised. But you can test 3 times without getting in trouble. Like, how often are you testing to where you can get away with it 3 times? What they're saying is we can't come out and say it. We still have to act like we're trying.
Right.
But just do what you want, kids.
Right. I just don't. Well, I know why. It It's not the big bad wolf that everyone's been making it out to be for all these decades. It's not at all. And I'm not even someone who's I don't even smoke, so I don't have a dog in the fight. But I know enough people who do, and I it's more. And I don't even want to get on this, but alcohol is way worse. I just know that.
Sure.
I know that for a fact.
For your brain, for
Yeah.
your body,
Yeah.
for your long-term health, for calling your exes back.
And
it does not make you it does not make you a better dancer, okay?
Yeah. But if you listen to sports podcasts now of former athletes, they've pulled back the curtain on all this.
Sure.
We've been doing it.
Yeah.
We just know when they test, when not to do it, and when to do it.
Perfectly timed, a big report on cannabis and CBD came out, and the Cliff's Notes confirms that CBD and THC do not enhance performance, but CBD possesses anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties, which have not been adequately evaluated in the arena of sport. Anybody tells you that THC is a performance enhancer, I want you to get blazed and do an obstacle course. I'm gonna give you an edible, and I'm gonna give you a hit of some hash. And when I say
You're gonna do both?
Not me.
Jeez.
Do it. Eat an edible. Take a little puff, and go do a ninja course. If you think it enhances your performance, it's ridiculous.
Really? Yeah, makes no sense. That's good for the NCAA to go ahead and make this approach, because it feels like they're just going to go all the way and just take it off the board.
Yeah. You're seeing what they're doing in Canada. You've seen what they've done in Portugal. It's just completely reshaping the education system and the healthcare system by legalization. All the money that's generated. Look how wealthy Colorado is now.
Right.
Look at all the money California is generating. It's got to be federal soon. But good on the NCAA. They can't just come out and say that, hey, you guys can smoke weed whenever you want. But this is what I read. I mean, this is what I read here. It's like, hey, this is a slap on the wrist. You get 3 strikes. Like, we're not going to do anything to you. The threshold is way lower.
Well, we already know that it improves athletic recovery in the first place.
Sure.
So if we know that, you can't just say, keep it the way it is. You can't do that.
And what the NCAA is doing right now, the NBA did a few years ago.
Yeah.
Change the threshold, change the maximum amount of times you can test. If you get tested, they have to wait X amount of time before you can get tested again and have randoms. So they're just saying, hey, just don't do anything stupid.
My thing is, how often do they test in an NCAA realm when it comes to this?
That's an excellent question. I don't know.
Have you ever heard of a student athlete having to sit out half a season because of marijuana? I haven't.
I have.
Unless
I have.
Unless I'm hit one and forget it.
It used to happen. It used to happen a lot more when there were, the attitude on cannabis, the attitude on THC was different. Like I give my 16-year-old dog CBD oil for his old joints, and it helps.
Yeah,
it 100% helps.
Well,
I could tell the second week that he was doing better.
Well,
like, what do you think these athletes? They're trying to do anything they can not to be in pain,
exactly,
so they can get back out on the field. If CBD helps, if THC helps, who cares? They're not doing yackers in a hotel room like Michael Irvin.
Better than these opioids and everything
else. Yeah. I mean, you saw what happened to Brett Favre.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Favre got addicted to opioids. He had to go to rehab. A lot of players have done this. We, when we're at the Super Bowl, we talked to Robert Gallery.
Right.
He's the number 2 overall pick in 2004. Had a really good NFL career. He said the doctors and the trainers just gave him handfuls of pills for whatever he wanted, whether it was physical or mental health pain. If you have a natural way to help yourself, please, by all means, help yourself.
You see the sale of nachos at games will hit an all-time high. Pardon the pun, but
what do you mean? People are going to start acting like Babe Ruth?
Higher education, baby.
Like Babe Ruth just walks into the crowd and grabs a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like, you think all these stoned ass players are just gonna go get some nachos?
You see at the beginning of the game when they go kick off, and guys are just like, "Wow, look at that kickoff."
Okay.
They're gonna need more Gatorade. I know that much.
Instead of sunflower
Yeah,
seeds,
right.
instead of sunflower seeds and baseball players' back pocket, there's just like 8 churros.
Good for the NCAA, man. Way to move forward with the times. You have to evolve.
I mean, you do.
Yeah.
You have to evolve. And if you're not, you're going to get left behind. So good on the NCAA for what they're doing. I mean, they didn't legalize it, but basically they decriminalized it. Like, you have to do something real stupid. I mean, you have to drive across state lines with hundreds of pounds of weed while you're smoking a blunt.
Yeah. And this isn't, they're actually following the lead of, like you said, NBA, NFL has changed.
NFL.
So it's only natural that they followed the same type of rules and guidelines and just loosen it up a little bit.
When we get back, maybe Star TV and Radio, Brandon Ortega is off of his current assignment and calls in. If not, more sports adjacent talk. I love me some I9 Sports. If you have a kid interested in sports or interested in any other activity, please contact I9 Sports. Albuquerque is chapter 280. You can find it on your phone. You can find it online. And I'm going to beat you over the head with it last segment when we do the I9 varsity. More sports adjacent content when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Is your credit card paying you? The Independence Credit Card from Kirtland Federal Credit Union offers 1.5% unlimited cash back. Learn more at kirtlandfcu.org/creditcards. Must choose cashback program at time of application. Subject to credit approval. Membership eligibility required.
This report is brought to you by Kirtland Federal Credit Union.
Well, into rush hour now, and traffic is picking up a little bit. Southbound I-25, we've still got those slowdowns between Osuna and Montgomery. Northbound on I-25, Gibson to Lomas moving slow. Westbound on I-40, 2nd Street to Rio Grande, we're starting to see congestion there. And slowdown starting to develop now on westbound Paseo as you approach the river.
This message is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger. Fish is back at Blake's Lottaburger. Wild-caught Icelandic haddock, beer battered for a crunchy, flaky bite you can't resist. Served with our special green chili tartar sauce. Try it in a 3-piece boat with natural cut fries on a toasted gourmet bun. Limited time only. Catch Blake's fish while you can.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming. The madness is coming. Ugh, you guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming! Oh, wow!
Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Lobo basketball is back. The New Mexico men's basketball team returns to the pit on Saturday, February 26th, when they host Air Force at 2 p.m. Wear pink as we continue the fight against breast cancer. The Lobo baseball and softball teams also play that afternoon at the nearby baseball and softball complex, and admission to those games is free. Tickets to the basketball game are available at golobos.com/tickets. That's golobos.com/tickets. We are New Mexico, and this is Lobo basketball at the pit. We'll see you there.
New message. Thanks for coming. Are you sure you're okay to drive?
Respond, yeah, I think so. I'll text you when I make it home.
You think so? Okay, calling an Uber. I think so isn't good enough.
Getting an Uber is cheaper than getting a DWI. Drinking and driving has consequences. Got the message? Get a ride. Presented by Bernalillo County DWI Planning Council.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. After you've been hurt in a car wreck, you wouldn't want to settle for getting half your car fixed. So why would you settle for getting half a check? The insurance companies have teams of adjusters and lawyers, and their sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your case. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't be a victim twice. Call us at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014. Ad paid for by Anthem Tax Services. Attention.
1 minute.
Kind in filing your tax returns, or if you owe over $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS, please listen carefully. The IRS does not joke around and will not stop their collection efforts. If you're tired of the IRS letters, levies, liens, or wage garnishments and would like to get a fresh start, we can help. Due to the financial hardships in the country, the IRS is making it easier than ever to settle tax problems for those who owe more than $10,000. We can help settle your delinquent tax problems, end all collections, and may even reduce your back taxes by up to 99%. Even if you can't afford to pay your back taxes, you can still get the help you need. We've helped thousands of taxpayers just like you, but you must call 800-852-3467 today to stop your tax problem from getting worse. The information is free and the help is real. Call 800-852-3467. That's 800-852-3467. Again, 800-852-3467.
Here we go, guys.
The Duke City's home for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The
And you're up.
Animal.
Just got confirmation. Albuquerque Journal's very own Jeff Grammer is going to be joining us at 6 o'clock. He did a really compelling story about 3 Lobo players in the Ukraine. They had to get out. I can't wait to talk to him about that. Also, Brandon Ortega should be with us next segment, talking Mountain West track and some high school basketball. It's a Fredless Friday here at 2 Men On. Fred is on assignment at Highlands University. Fred's being the voice of the Highland Cowboys and Cowgirls and Cowpersons.
There we go. Hit them all.
We're honored to be partnered up with the Electric Playhouse, and boy, are we excited about our wiffle ball league coming later in the year. But first, dodgeball. When's the last time you played dodgeball,
Ooh.
Robert?
Early 20s. Yeah. Early to mid 20s.
So I don't know the legality, but we got to get a team together.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if the commissioner of the league can have their own team, but we need to load that thing up.
Why not?
Like, what's the Ben Stiller in dodgeball? What was his name? Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. We need to get a stacked team like his. Because real life, we're Vince Vaughn's team.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Us and our friends in real life, we're totally the average Joes.
Mhm.
So we need a couple ringers. Stay tuned. A lot of info coming out on the Dodgeball League at Electric Playhouse. Going to be an absolute blast. Start getting your team together now. Talk to your boss. Get your office team together. Let's do this. All right. Let's talk a little more baseball, a little more lockout, because I got to get this off my chest.
Let me hear it.
I'm starting to get legit hurt, Robert. Like, I feel like it's a personal affront on me. Like, this isn't negotiations for the betterment of the players' representation.
This is piss off Van.
This is screw Van Day.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Because the world knows I am, if not the biggest baseball dork, I am a medalist of the baseball dorks. And I am hurt. Like, do you have anything that, like...
I want to tell you now, Van. They don't care.
Speaking of not caring, I've been having a friend call me right now. Like, he doesn't know when I'm on air. Like a dear friend. Like a dear friend has no idea when I'm on air. Like, my kid babysits his kid, and he has no idea when I'm on air. I'll call you later, buddy. Because I know you're not listening. So
he's basically Major League Baseball right now.
Yeah.
Don't care.
It's Screw Van Day up and down. Dear friends in real life don't listen to my show. Major League Baseball hates me. I'm not getting as many Tinder matches as I thought I would. No, I'm kidding. I'm killing it. I'm just killing it. Van single again. Watch out, Albuquerque.
I'm looking at. I've been paying attention to a lot of players' tweets about the lockout. Some of them are ridiculous.
Like what?
It's like, okay, we know what this is. Now you're pouring it on a little too thick. Walker Buehler, I'm a Dodgers fan. He says this isn't millionaires versus billionaires. This is workers versus owners. The value is subjective. We are extremely lucky to do what we do, but the numbers don't line up. I appreciate the fans getting where we're coming from. Truly. I think tweets like this is what turns fans off. They don't think that it's millionaires versus billionaires.
Well, when they try to justify it.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm saying it backwards. Me as a fan, I don't look at it as workers versus owners. I think of it as millionaires versus billionaires.
Yeah, back to the point from earlier in the show and a point we hit on a lot yesterday. Millionaires and billionaires are so far apart.
Yes.
The only thing similar in between a millionaire and a billionaire is the AIRE, the air on the end. I could do this job and save right and invest, and I could be a millionaire. I cannot be a billionaire.
Never.
This is a very exclusive club, and they will never, ever let anyone like me in it. So these players, while hundreds of millions of dollars is life-changing generational amounts of money, these 100 millionaires, these 10 millionaires, they're not in the same category. They're not in the same league as billionaires whatsoever.
Okay, but here's my thing, man. I think you're in the 1% of MLB fans because you're so diehard.
Sure.
The regular person is really like, what are y'all crying about?
Yeah, screw you, bro. I manage an Arby's.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't look at it as employees versus owners or however Walker Buehler said it. Just really see it as
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all.
Not wrong.
But it's hard for an everyday Joe person to see it like that.
100%.
And I think that's what's going to hurt Major League Baseball the longer this lockout happens.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what's going to happen.
Like I will cheer for anyone who is advocating for their own rights when they're treated unfairly.
Right.
If you want to unionize, I got your back. You want better benefits, I got your back. Are you being mistreated in your place of employment? I got your back. When you're talking about like the working man, the working class, it's easy to get behind something like that.
Right.
But to the working class, to the working man, when you hear, like, just like you said it, that's the immediate perception. Right? Millionaires and billionaires arguing over more millions.
Suck it up. Get out there for our entertainment.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's really what people care about.
Yeah. You make life-changing amounts of money playing a kid's game.
Right.
I have grease underneath my fingernails that's never coming out.
Right.
We're not the same,
And I look up Walker Buehler's contract right now. He's on the back end of a 2-year, $8 million contract. That's what regular people are going to see. And they're going to look at that tweet and be like, man, whatever.
Well, at least he's saying it now before he gets his big contract.
I was just going to say.
Because he's about to make $30 million a year. His next contract is going to be through the roof.
That $8 million is chump change to him.
And I like what the MLB Players Association did with their Players Association representatives, because you got some Max Scherzer types. You got Max Scherzer, you got Francisco Lindor, Paul Goldschmidt. These guys have life-changing amounts of money. They are at the top end of major league contracts. But then below them, you got some other guys that are like regular everyday players,
right?
Who make a little bit above the league minimum. And also sitting at the table are younger guys who haven't got their big contracts yet. So they get to see it through different lenses. You got the guy who's already been paid.
Yeah.
You got the guy who's about to get paid, and you got the younger guy who's yet to be paid. He might not get paid.
Right. He wants that foundation laid.
Yeah. So you got really good representatives from all across the board showing you different opinions.
Baseball, y'all have to get it together. Y'all are the most affordable professional sports to go watch.
I think what gets me sometimes where my patience runs out is the fact that a guy is batting 200 or a pitcher is 1 in 10 and they're getting, paid very well.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
But I mean, it's baseball. I
Well,
mean,
everybody can't be.
right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
still, you
there's a
know,
reason that there's a league minimum, and there's also a reason that you can't exclusively get paid for performance. Because let's say you do have a bad year. Let's say you do get injured. Let's say you're
Yeah.
slightly injured and you keep showing up to the field and you keep participating. You keep grinding. And that shows your character, it shows your dedication, but your results might not be that good.
Right.
So you're going to take a hit financially because you're sucking it up for the team and going out and having not great results. I get it. I get why they want to get paid. They see the numbers that the owners pull in. They see the numbers that the TV contracts are pulling in. And they said, we just want our fair share.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't blame him. Get as much as you can. It's just, to me, I guess, you know, they're disrespecting the fans in the sport, because remember who's paying for all these millions. It's the fans.
This is the last thing they needed, because to me, the popularity of baseball was already on the decline.
Yeah.
So this is the last thing they needed to do.
It always has been.
Yep.
Yeah, always has been. I think this is the first year that soccer has been more popular than baseball in this
Wow.
country. So baseball slipped from third to fourth.
That's crazy.
Third to fourth in this country. But it's holding steady. Like, I know there's still a lot of baseball fans. Problem is, we're all old and dying. How do we get young baseball fan involved without seeing all this arguing over millions and millions of dollars, and turns them off even more? When we get back, possibly a little bit of track talk, a little bit of high school basketball talk with Brandon Ortega. If not, you got more sports adjacent content with Van and Fred, and behind the glass, Mike Vitale. You've been listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Well, into rush hour now, and traffic is picking up a little bit. Southbound I-25, we've still got those slowdowns between Osuna and Montgomery. Northbound on I-25, Gibson to Lomas moving slow. Westbound on I-40, 2nd Street to Rio Grande, we're starting to see congestion there. And slowdown starting to develop now on westbound Paseo as you approach the river.
My fellow Americans, today is the day for all of us to come together as one nation and upgrade our rides at the Malloy Los Lunas President's Day sales event, MalloyLosLunas.com.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West Tournament starts March 9th, and Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck will be live from Vegas to bring you courtside for all the action. Brought to you by Jersey Mike's, A Sub Above, Coleman Vision, Perfect Vision, Perfect Game, and by Airport Parking at Exit 221. Easier, quicker, smarter. Mountain West Tournament coverage is on Albuquerque's home for the NCAA Tournament, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. If you're looking for some late Friday night action, the 10 p.m. Eastern tip between San Jose State and San Diego State could be for you. The Aztecs are on the tournament bubble. San Jose State is not. They've won just one Mountain West Conference game, but the BetQL model has San Jose State plus 22 as a 5-star best bet. They have this number at 18.5. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
So the dream was to build your very own law practice. Be your own boss, call all the shots. But have things like billing, HR, timekeeping, and all the other management stuff turned your dream into a nightmare? Take charge of your practice with Lexicon. We're the intersection of practice management software and legal support services for your firm. You'll get more billable and livable hours back. Lexicon marks the spot for all your practice management needs. Visit lexiconservices.com/intersection to get the whole story or schedule a demo.
New message. Thanks for coming. Are you sure you're okay to drive?
Respond, yeah, I think so. I'll text you when I make it home.
You think so? Okay, calling an Uber. I think so isn't good enough.
Getting an Uber is cheaper than getting a DWI. Drinking and driving has consequences. Got the message? Get a ride. Presented by Bernalillo County DWI Planning Council.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply. If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever. And guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P. says, this is the best product I've found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text LEAP to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting LEAP to 42424. That's LEAP to 42424. Text LEAP to 42424. See website for details on our 2-month subscription offer. Ladies, lose weight, improve your health, and eat great with Nutrisystem. Get our new premium meals with up to 30 grams of protein. They're big and filling and taste delicious. Plus, try our new restaurant faves that taste like your favorite restaurant, portioned with half the calories. Beef and bean burritos, toasted ravioli, sesame beef and broccoli. Easy to prepare and made in minutes. The secret? Advanced nutritional science that helps keep your blood sugar
30 seconds.
and you losing weight. With Nutrisystem, you get your breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and snacks all delivered right to your door. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/goals right now and get 50% off. You heard me right. Go to Nutrisystem.com/goals right now and get 50% off all plans. Don't wait. This special offer will not last long. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/goals right now and get 50% off. Go to Nutrisystem.com/goals.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bond. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM.
And you're up.
The Sports Animal.
Welcome back, Duke City. If you heard me talking earlier how crotchety old man I am, driving around downtown and seeing all these beautiful, fit, young athletes everywhere and just being depressed adjacent, that my youth has officially been stripped from me this past week as I turned 40. And now everybody, I have a Corella DeVille-like lust for youth again, and I'll never get it back. To explain what I'm seeing everywhere, luckily, we have a person of experience and reason, unlike me. Star of TV and radio, back to back to back New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Father of the Year, Fiance of the Year, Average Golfer of the Year, Musician Extraordinaire, KOB TV's very own Brandon Ortega. What's happening, my guy?
I'm always trying to keep it together when you do these intros. I couldn't do it this time. What's up, my boys?
Just hanging out, living that dream, brother man.
Hey, quit being mean to my friend's Van there, Van. If you shaved that facial hair of yours, you would look younger than about 70% of the field, this Mountain West Indoor Track and Field Championships I was hanging out at. All right, so cut it out over there.
Oh my goodness! I'll give you your $20 when I get out of here. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Slide that in. Thank you so much. The 2022 Mountain West Indoor Track and Field Championships opened up yesterday, but they really kicked off today, and you were there covering it, Brandon. What's the vibe there?
Yeah, medals are being handed out just minutes ago. I was just there and just got back to the KOB4 office to put the highlights together. 5,000 meters, dominated by the Lobos. They went 1, 2, and 3.
Nice. Sophomore
sensation Amelia Mazza-Downey from Australia taking the gold. She's outstanding since coming to the Lobos as a freshman. And, you know, Albuquerque really has been home of the Mountain West this year. They hosted the cross country championships, which the women dominated as well. And they're trying to do the same thing with the indoor track and field championships at the Albuquerque Convention Center. Yeah, it was a lot of prelims yesterday and today, but they squeezed in a couple of finals and some field events wrapped up today. And like I said, the 5,000 meters just finished minutes ago. And tomorrow it's a bunch of championships. So you got to get out to the convention center all day from morning to the afternoon. 11 o'clock, I want to say 11:30 or so, will be the mile for the women's Lobo team. And that's where things really start to heat up. They're going to have a lot of medal contenders tomorrow.
Yesterday started with the heptathlon, and I had to Google it because previously I thought the heptathlon was the Pam and Tommy sex tape. That's a that's a different hep.
The Hulu series is really good. I'm watching that right now.
Yeah, so am I. I love it so much.
So, Brandon, you were talking about the 5,000 meter finals, how we dominated. Then you're talking about the mile coming up tomorrow. Do we have any favorites when it comes to the shorter, faster races?
So Javon O'Brien, who is newer to the Lobos, a Texas native, he qualified, I want to say, in the 400 and the 200. And then also in the 60 meters, football standout, Luke Wysong, the Cleveland high school graduate, the state champion both football and track for the Storm just last year. He will be competing tomorrow. He was limping a little bit after running in the 200, so hopefully he gets rid of whatever was bothering him towards the end of the afternoon today. But, yeah, they'll have some sprinters, absolutely, competing for some medals. So, yeah, a little bit of everything. They're one of the best distance teams in the whole country, and then they've got some sprinters that can compete for conference championships tomorrow.
Are the Lobos coming in the favorite?
Overall, I mean, distance-wise, yeah, across the board, they're the favorite. But overall, it's wide open.
Okay,
yeah, the Lobos definitely have their hands full. Well, it'll be tough to get a conference title altogether. But that's the fun of it. You know, you want to see it a competitive event from beginning to end. So that's what's going to happen Saturday at the Albuquerque Convention Center.
How's the new track? Is everyone happy with the new track in there?
Oh, everyone is floored. Yeah, it is beautiful. It is literally one of the fastest indoor tracks in the world. It's got a nice touch of New Mexico turquoise on it, which us New Mexico natives and residents love to see. It's a beautiful track, and yeah, it's very fast, whether it's a sprint event or for these distance events. I mean, literally Lobos lapped, Amelia Mazza-Downey lapped, I think I want to say a handful of competitors 3 times because she was just blazing down the track. So yeah, if you haven't seen it in person, that's one of the marquee things that you go check out. Is just how it's brand new. The city paid a good amount of money to get that thing built, and they're going to put it to use. They've already had 5 events in Albuquerque in this indoor season. They're going to host the NCAA championships come next year. They were going to host it before COVID hit. So yeah, it's a beaut.
I was going to ask you, Brandon, is there any way they can let me and Van and Fred do a race through the 60? Can we run the 60 and see who has the best time?
I know a guy that will let us do that.
Yes.
So you guys let me know when you want to do it, and we will do it.
We obviously need a cameraman and commentator.
We need all of that. Yes.
Actually, you know what we should do?
What's up?
Us 3 should race with 3 track athletes. Just to show the difference between us and what a real athlete is.
I like
maybe
that.
after the NCAA championships is done, maybe we can get that. Maybe we can get that lined up.
I like that idea a lot. High school basketball championships tournament starts. Were you gonna punt it off? I mean, what's the deal here? What's the story here? When does it kick off? Excuse me.
Well, the district.
I'm sorry. Tip off. Excuse me.
Yeah, you guys.
It didn't sound right. It didn't sound right when it came out of my mouth.
You've always got football on your mind. No, the district tournament started on Monday, and they've worked their way into the semifinal. In some districts, the championships. And Los Lunas and Santa Fe will meet on the boys' side for that district title. You got Santa Fe girls also in the district championship with Albuquerque High at the Bulldog Gym. And then, a lot of semifinals, working their way into the championships for Saturday. So, yeah, New Mexico Game Day returns tonight on KOB for the first time in 3 weeks.
Oh,
We're going to break down a whole bunch of high school basketball. We've got undefeated Volcano Vista boys basketball as our special guest. We made our way out west on the west side of Albuquerque to visit with Coach Greg Brown and the Storm. We're looking forward to airing our first road trip and our first show in 3 weeks.
My mighty, mighty cavemen are in the top 10. How about that? You hear any buzz about Carlsbad making some noise this year?
Carlsbad is nice. I mean, look, I have been living on these live streams on NFHS Network. If you haven't checked that out, NFHSnetwork.com.
Sure.
Whenever you can't, go check out your relatives, your friends, kids playing out on these high school games. It's a great facilitator for these district websites, and ProView does a good job at putting things on NFHS. I have seen Carlsbad play 3 or 4 times, and they won that Roswell tournament earlier in the year. Yeah, they're a strong team. They will definitely be making some noise come the state tournament. And the state tournament brackets come out Sunday at 5 p.m. The NMAA will be releasing those. So, yeah, we're getting closer and closer. A week from today, the first round will start of the state tournament. And then I think I want to say 4 days after that, we'll have games at the pit. So it's right around the corner.
All right, Brandon. So I'm sitting here. I'm thinking about this race that I'm thinking. I can't get this out of my head, but I need your help because whoever wins, here's the deal. We need whoever wins gets to pick if you play or sing the song "Baby of Mine" or "Down to This," the 2 songs that you wrote in 2014. And yes, I'm looking at your Twitter right now.
So you're talking about Fred, Van, and you, Rob?
Yes.
That's going to be who's racing?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch this. This is going to be great.
I have a pretty decent idea who's going to win. I want to know, who do you think is going to get the most injured?
I'm going to say Fred. Fred can't shoot a game of horse without being sore. So I'm going to go with Fred.
So high school football, all year we knew it was going to be a collision course in between Rio Rancho and Cleveland. It looks like in basketball, we got a collision course with Volcano Vista and Las Cruces. Is this like a done deal, or can someone upset these guys? And who do you think it could be?
Yeah, that is the collision course we've been seeing really since the first few weeks of the season. I mean, both teams came out firing. Volcano Vista, I looked it up this week. Coming into the week, they were 24-0, and so is their girls team, by the way, 24-0.
Wow!
It's never been done that the same high school, a high school has had a boys and girls team run the table. It's never happened in the state. So Volcano has a chance to do that, both boys and girls basketball. But back to the boys, Volcano has only had single-digit deficits. They've only won by single digits twice. So 22 of their 24 wins have been by double digits.
Wowza.
So it's been a dominant run. Las Cruces, I haven't looked it up, but I think they won by double digits every single game.
Oh, wow.
So they've both dominated. And now, look, they've both been in some games where teams gave them a good first half. They've been in some games where teams hung around through 3 quarters, but no one's been able to, get it done all 4 quarters against these guys. So, yeah, they've been head and shoulders above everybody. There are teams, I feel like, that can compete, La Cueva being one of them. Trisco's going to play Volcano tomorrow for the district championship. They've been one of those teams, 2 quarters they've hung in. One time they hung in with 3 quarters. But it's always been the 4th quarter where Volcano and Las Cruces have pulled away from these teams. And that's the collision course. We'll see how it all plays out in March.
KOB TV's very own Brandon Ortega, the best in the biz. One segment on 2 Men On is never enough. Where can the Brandon Ortega fan club find you tonight and this weekend?
Yeah, KOB in about, what time is it? It's 5:43 at 6 o'clock. We're breaking down baseball's playing right now for the Lobos. Indoor track just wrapped up day 2. We're looking at a whole lot of high school basketball. New Mexico Game Days back at 10:30 for the first time in 3 weeks on KOB. Whole bunch of fun, local sports. Gotta love it.
The best in the biz, friend of the show, friend in real life, Brandon Ortega. Love you, buddy.
Love you guys. Talk to you later.
We get back more sports adjacent content on 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Hiring is hard. Luckily, there's Indeed. The hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates from the same place. Just sponsor a job. You'll immediately get a short list of quality candidates on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit to get started. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
Well, we're still dealing with that crash this afternoon. Southbound Flores at Los Volcanos. Still seeing slowdowns there. Other slowdowns this afternoon. Paseo westbound from about 2nd Street to the river. Got that congestion there. Also, Rio Bravo headed west between Broadway and Isleta. Very congested this afternoon. Westbound on I-40 from the interchange to Coors is moving slow. And southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery is slow as well.
Insurance is not a commodity you can buy off the shelf. Get personalized coverage for you, your family, or your business. Call 858-GATEWAY. That's 858-GATEWAY.
This report brought to you by Gateway Insurance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute. The James Harden era has begun in Philadelphia. While Sixers fans are probably relieved they got anything for Ben Simmons, reality is now sinking in. There's a lot of pressure to make this work. Both Harden and 76ers star Joel Embiid have said they're excited to play with each other. But style-wise, questions remain. Harden is used to creating everything, while Embiid is used to hitting open guys off a double team. But this could be an even bigger adjustment to fit with the probable MVP Joel Embiid. There's optimism in Philly, but there's also a lot of pressure. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Great news from Rocket Mortgage. You could unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In fact, in the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. That means you could unlock thousands of dollars. And with Rocket Mortgage, you could unlock all that cash in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up, because nobody knows how long these low rates will last. Put your hard-earned money to work. Make your life better. Build a home office. Remodel your kitchen. Or simply save that cash for a rainy day. Today's rate on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.25%, 3.48% APR, so you can lock in a great low monthly payment. When you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. That's 833-8ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Growing up in rural Alabama, John Lewis was denied the right to vote. On March 7, 1965, he joined the march from Selma to Montgomery. 5 months later, President Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act into law.
This moment in our history has been a long time coming, but a change has come.
We salute civil rights activist John Lewis during Black History Month.
Telling it like it is.
The right superstar is LeBron and Giannis and Chris Paul and Steph Curry. Kyrie is the worst kind of superstar. James Harden doesn't have the fight of a Chris Paul, the fight of a Giannis. He's a quitter. When things don't go well, he bails. Houston, now he wants out of Brooklyn.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
30. Message. Thanks for coming. Are you sure you're okay to drive?
Respond, yeah, I think so. I'll text you when I make it home.
You think so? Okay, calling an Uber. I think so isn't good enough.
Getting an Uber is cheaper than getting a DWI. Drinking and driving has consequences. Got the message? Get a ride. Presented by Bernalillo County DWI Planning Council.
This hour of Two Men On brought to you by Bernalillo County DWI Prevention. Go to burncode.gov for more information.
Can your sports host do this? Jeff Symbieta was named 2022 Sportscaster of the Year by the National Sports Media Association.
I have about 5.5 minutes here.
Weekday morning right here on The Sports.
And you're up.
Welcome back, Albuquerque. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. We are seated comfortably in the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio, as we always are. We're just so proud to be aligned with these awesome partners and sponsors, and John Lopez Real Estate's another one of them. All the things that he does for the community and everything that, you know, his attention really goes to. Is proud to be aligned with John Lopez Real Estate. If you have any information about anything in the real estate world, make sure you reach out to John Lopez. Rob, you got $100 laying around?
Actually, I do.
Do you want to turn that into $20,000?
Hey, is it legal? That's what I have to ask first.
Is he above board here?
I don't know if we have enough time to open up that playbook.
It's a good investment.
If you'd like to make 20 grand, boy, do I have the opportunity for you. All you have to do is walk down to your local sports book and face all the ridicule and dirty looks you're ever going to get and say, I would like to bet $100 on the New York Jets to win the Super Bowl next year.
Wow. Yeah, I'll take that back. I don't have 100.
How many people put money down before the Bengals run this year?
Okay. Not as many as who are betting on the Jets next year.
Right.
So this is the rankings so far on off-season futures, okay? The Bills are getting bet on the most. They are plus 750. That's a good bet.
Very good.
The Bills are good. Josh Allen's good. They're getting better. You know, they're going to add some pieces this year to try to go all the way.
13
Smart bet.
seconds away.
Smart bet. Number 2, the Cincinnati Bengals. Runners up in the Super Bowl this year. Joe Burrow is just going to get better. They're probably going to also try to add some pieces, i.e. an offensive friggin' line to keep.
They better.
So Joe Burrow doesn't turn into David Carr or Andrew Luck. The third most bet team is the Los Angeles Rams at 1,200. You know how hard it is to repeat, and their excellent roster is getting plus 1,200. Coming in at 4th, and this is absolutely insane to me because I like good odds. I like a good spread. If I throw a couple bucks and it pays off for me, cool. But if you throw down $100 on the New York Football Jets, you can make 20 grand.
Wow.
The New York Jets winning the Super Bowl this year so far during the offseason is the 4th most bet team.
Not the Chiefs.
Not the Chiefs. The Chiefs came in 5th. They're plus 700.
Wow.
Chiefs are plus 700.
Does somebody know something that I don't know?
From the texter, where are the Bears?
Who cares?
They're in Chicago. The Bears are in Chicago.
Dumpy franchise anyhow.
Mike can't even make a joke. He goes straight for the jugular.
He wasn't even being funny, loyal listener.
Not at all.
He's offended that I even mentioned the word bear, especially what's going on with Russia right now. We can't talk about bears right now. So do you think this is like Jets fan? Like, this is our year? Are Jets fans more delusional than Cowboys fans? To like, hey, I love these odds. Next year's our year, bro. Here's $100 casino. Do what you want with it.
Well, they saw how the turnaround was quick for Cincinnati, and they're like, you know what? It's our time.
Why not us?
Yeah.
Why not us? And I like it.
I'd make that bet, but they need to get a better quarterback than Zach Wilson, I think.
Friend of the show, Joel Uevano, who was on our show yesterday, live from O'Neill's in Nob Hill, which we love, said, I meant, where are the Bears on the rankings? I know. That's the joke. They're all the way at the bottom, like third to last.
Where they should be forever.
Where Vital hurt.
Wait, who
little feelers.
I would have thought the Lions would have been a better pick than the Jets.
So the Jets have an insane amount of draft capital.
Yes.
Okay. So they could turn that into a couple really good players, or they could be like the Jets and use all that draft capital on picking the wrong guys over and over and over again in true Jets fashion.
Yeah, that's pretty much what their history is.
I think it's such a crazy bet. Plus 20,000.
Those are the ones that hit too. Watch.
Yeah, why not?
Those are the ones that hit.
Oh, it's insane to me that people would put money on that.
I would.
You got $100?
Oh yeah, for a chance to boost it to 20 grand.
Okay, if you don't understand how betting works, plus 20,000 means if you bet $100, you will win $20,000 if the Jets win the Super Bowl. That's the exact same odds as if you bet $1, you're going to win $200 if the Jets win the Super Bowl. Why not just throw $1 on Bodog or Caesars or whatever?
Yeah.
Just put $1 because you could hold up a year from now. You could hold up that ticket and say, look what I did. Look
for $1, look what I did.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. The Jets.
Go big or go home.
The Jets. When's the last time they were good? When Rob Ryan?
Boomer Esiason?
Well, that's the
Bengals.
No.
He also played for the Jets.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that is right.
Joe Namath.
They had a AFC Championship Bills-like run with what's his name? Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, they did.
So they they
did.
Little blip on the radar.
Music.
Just kept losing in the AFC Championship.
They beat the Patriots one year and got to the AFC Championship.
Yeah. When we get back, Albuquerque Journal's Jeff Grammer joins us to talk a really cool story. And not only is it a great story on paper, I would love to hear him tell the story to you, loyal listener, right now in real time. Dave & Buster's presents Two Men On, and we will be back on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
Well, we're still dealing with that crash this afternoon southbound Flores at Los Volcanos. Still seeing slowdowns there. Other slowdowns this afternoon, Paseo westbound from about 2nd Street to the river. Got that congestion there. Also, Rio Bravo headed west between Broadway and Isleta. Very congested this afternoon. Westbound on I-40 from the interchange to Coors is moving slow. And southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery is slow as well.
This report is brought to you by Ski Santa Fe. With a base elevation of 10,350 feet, Ski Santa Fe is the launching point for an experience you won't forget with a variety of runs for everybody. Take a short drive to ski and ride the freshly groomed snow and enjoy the live music every weekend. Visit skisantafe.com to purchase lift tickets, lessons, and rentals.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply. If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever. And guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P. says, this is the best product I've found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text LEAP to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting LEAP to 42424.
Here we go. Jeff is standing by, guys.
424. Text LEAP to 42424.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The Sports Animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On.
Men in their home finale with Air Force tomorrow.
And Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with
and you're up.
And Fred Slow.
Welcome back, Duke City. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. Big shout out to O'Neill's for hosting us yesterday. We'll be back up in the Heights next Thursday. I love being out in the community and I love doing live remotes, but I tell you, I miss me some Mikey V when I'm out of town. That's the only thing missing from our shows. But what's not missing from our show right now is writer, sportscaster, just generally cool dude extraordinaire, Jeff Grammer of the Albuquerque Journal. What's going on, my guy?
I'm good, man. How are you guys doing?
Good. Doing good, man. 2 hours in the books. Today's flying by.
Nice.
So I read your article, and it was absolutely amazing journalism. It's one of my favorite articles I've read this year in a long time. It's not like all of your articles aren't fantastic, but this one is a little more topical, a little more pertinent for what's going on in the world. 3 former Lobos who are playing professional basketball in Ukraine were stuck there when the war started. Give us the Cliff's Notes of that.
So when obviously people knew this was kind of headed this way for a while, when President Biden had announced about a week ago, he had made an announcement that Americans in the Ukraine should probably start making their way out. One of them, Troy Simons, and he just sent me a message today about this. He said it was after President Biden's announcement a week ago. He got on a plane and flew back to Pittsburgh. He left his team in Ukraine, will not be getting paid anymore. Obviously, they're not playing games either, so that makes sense. But he left, went back to Pittsburgh, made it out a week ago. Drew Gordon, another former Lobo, he was there with his wife and 2 young children. He has 3 kids. One of them has been back home here in the States going to school, and I believe with his parents or something. But anyway, 2 of his 3 kids were with him and his wife in Ukraine, and they were able to get emergency visas and get out of there last week as well. But one of them, Joe Furstinger, the most recent of those Lobos, well, actually, he and Troy Simons were here the same 2017 and 18 season. But Joe Furstinger stayed. He stayed with his team in Ukraine. He was hoping he would make a little more money, play a few more games, hoping that, his city would not have missiles landing in it. And as of 7 a.m. Thursday morning, they're way ahead of us time-wise, but as of Thursday morning, 7 a.m., 2 American teammates and 1 Lithuanian teammate hopped in a car got out of their apartment, hopped in a car and started driving south to the border, to the Romanian border. And it took them all day. In fact, it was about sometime between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. Friday morning, after starting at Thursday morning at 7 a.m., before they finally made it through the border. And he sent me a message 5 a.m. his time that basically said he was finally on a train to the capital city of Romania and he was out of Ukraine.
So all three of these ex-Lobos left at different times. Did they let you behind the scenes a little bit and tell you their decision-making process of why they left at that certain time?
Yeah. So in Drew Gordon's case, once he heard there could be any issues and he had his kids there, he started the process right away with, and frankly, he's been around a while, and in international basketball, players get paid a wide variety of amounts of money, and he's on the upper end generally. He makes a lot of all-star teams and stuff like that for the professional leagues he plays for. So the money wasn't exactly as important to him as it might have been to the other two. He's made his money. He wasn't going to stick around and put his family at risk for any kind of any amount of money, frankly. So he started getting out of there. He started the process a lot earlier than the other two. For Troy Simons, he started the process right when President Biden, I can't remember the day, but it was sometime last week, that he basically warned Americans that maybe it's time. And then Joe Furstinger stuck around as long as he could. He and his teammates thought the city they lived in might be okay, and it was Ternopil, if that's how you pronounce it.
Yes, he's Ternopil.
What's that?
It's Ternopil.
Ternopil, yes. He stayed there, and it was not one of the cities that was struck initially. So he may have. I suppose they were right if they thought their city was a little bit safer than the other ones. The two that did leave, the two Lobos that left a week ago, those are two of the three cities that were struck in pre-dawn attacks yesterday, Thursday morning. So those two guys were in cities that they knew and closer to Russia, and they knew they were in the line of fire, if you will, quite literally, I suppose. And Joe and his teammates decided to stick around. They thought maybe their city would be safe and maybe something wouldn't happen. And in fact, they did not get airstrikes in his city, but it was still time to get out of there. And he said it was crazy. The quote in the story is, "This is the craziest day of my life," and that's what he messaged me. And he spent almost 24 straight hours from the time he left his apartment until the time he got on the train across the border in Romania.
Jeff, it's one thing to read this story. It's another thing to actually live it. Did you feel the type of emotions? Are you able to describe the type of emotions that all three players were going through at that time, especially for Joe to be that close for everything to happen for him?
I was going to say Joe's definitely in a different category than the other two, because the other two left before aggression. They left when tensions were high.
Right.
But to put it in context, when I was messaging with Troy yesterday or last night. He was about to board a plane to London. He is signed with a new league, a new team in a new league in London or in England, and he was he was flying to London. So nothing that happened, I guess visually or just directly to Troy was so much that he didn't fly back to the United States for a little less than a week and already hop on a plane to go back overseas to play. So it wasn't that traumatic for him. Drew has been over there plenty back and forth, and now he's back in the States. He got out at the right time. But Joe's the only one that stayed and actually saw unrest, saw lines of traffic. What could have been a 4-hour drive ended up taking him 14 or 15 hours. He sent me pictures from the border checkpoint where people were trying to get through, and they just can't process that many people to go through the border. There's still a process to let people out. And he was sending me pictures from the border checkpoint that were just hundreds and I suppose potentially thousands. The pictures I saw showed hundreds, but he didn't show me everybody. So could have been thousands of people at that border checkpoint for all I know. Just standing around for hours trying to get through, waiting to get through. And like I said, there was no unrest, there was no strikes, no airstrikes or missile strikes on the road that he told me when he left his city. But everybody was. The tensions were high with everybody. It wasn't exactly a comfortable day of a comfortable drive for him, and nobody in the area was exactly in a good mood.
So Joe Furstinger, when he crossed into Romania, and he didn't do it with a bunch of other basketball players or a bunch of other American citizens or a bunch of other expats. He did it surrounded by Ukrainians who were uprooted from their homes and, had to flee for their own safety. How did he describe that situation, what he was seeing when he was trying to cross the border?
Well, by the time I filed the story last night, he had just got through the border. So he hadn't actually physically crossed. When I initially sent the story, he had not crossed yet. I then updated it for the version that ran in print, and that's online now. But he just said it was everybody standing around. You know, it wasn't like any sort of social gathering where there were chants or songs being sung or anything like that. It was a whole lot of quiet people just trying, you know, patiently to wait without freaking out, knowing, you know, not knowing what's coming behind them. They wanted to get out before, in their mind, something was coming to get them, or something from overhead might be landing, and that kind of stuff. So he left, and he did have two of his, or three of his teammates. There were four teammates total that Joe was one of the four, and two American teammates and one teammate from Lithuania. And the four of them were together when they finally crossed the border on Friday morning. Like I said, sometime between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. is when he said he crossed and got onto a train.
After speaking with the three gentlemen, did you get any indication that something catastrophic is this? Did it waver their thoughts of basketball playing overseas? Did anyone give you that type of inkling of thinking?
Well, one of them's already back. He sent me a message today. Troy landed in London this morning and sent me a message that you know, he's still playing, but he got out of there, like I said, before there was any kind of unrest. Joe has no idea what's next. Like, he doesn't even know. Last I talked to him this morning, he didn't really even know where he was going next right now. Didn't know if he was gonna, you know, what he'll do. The process for him now is obviously make contact with his family, let his parents know he's okay, let his whoever else family-wise and all that, but also then get in contact pretty quickly with your agent. The agent has to see, from a business standpoint and financial standpoint, what money they can collect from the team that might still owe him money from Ukraine. The season has been canceled. So he has all those kind of things. And then he has to make a decision. Do I pay to fly home now, or does my agent have a place for me to go in some other country? There's 100 basketball leagues in Europe and overseas that he could play in. Now, not all of them pay very good money, but if there's an opening at a decent paying place and he's already over there, my inclination for Joe is that he would probably stick it out and play a little bit, as long as it's not in Ukraine or in Russia. But then as far as Drew Gordon goes, he's not in a position right now where he needs the money. He's just playing because he still wants to play. I don't know if this is going to change that. He was pretty stressed out, though. It's a little different mindset for him at this point. He's got 3 kids now, and his wife is with him. So I could see him maybe making a decision, but again, he's a little bit older anyway. He might be hitting that age where he's deciding he might want to hang him up anyway. But when I talked with him last night, he was pretty stressed out, but he had no long-term decisions made.
Jeff Grammer, the Albuquerque Journal. Thanks for coming on and sharing with us. This is a very compelling story. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks, man.
Let's get you back next week to do a little Lobo recap. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Albuquerque Journal's Jeff Grammer, friends of the show. You got to read this article. We're going to talk a little sports adjacent content when we get back. How about that, Robert?
Yes, sir. I'm with it.
Let's do a little more of that. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This hour of 2 Men On brought to you by Bernalillo County DWI Prevention. Go to burncode.gov for more information.
Okay, traffic this afternoon, things looking better, but we've still got some slow spots here around town. Westbound on I-40, slowdown still starting up around University. They're going to go into Coors. Paseo westbound, 4th Street to the river, moving a little slow. Westbound on Rio Bravo, Broadway to Isleta, still very congested as well. And we've got those slowdowns northbound I-25 as you approach the interchange. For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Clark's asks you to support New Mexico United's Michael Uzera's Foundation for Kids in Uganda at either Clark's location, and they'll match your donation. Clark's thanks New Mexico for 50 great years. Visit clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West Tournament starts March 9th, and Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck will be live from Vegas to bring you courtside for all the action. Brought to you by Car Crafters, celebrating 40 years, and by the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. Join, connect, thrive. Mountain West Tournament coverage is on Albuquerque's home for the NCAA Tournament, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Renting a place to live can actually cost more than owning your own home. Jack Thompson here, CEO of Legacy Mortgage. Legacy Mortgage provides home loans for all of your needs. Whether a first-time home buyer or buying your next home, Legacy Mortgage has the loan options to meet your needs. Thinking about buying a home? Call Legacy Mortgage first. We will qualify you up front and give you the confidence to buy the home of your dreams. Call Legacy today at 296-4747 or log on at LegacyLens.com.
Legacy Mortgage, your mortgage provider.
NMLS number 249314, equal housing lender.
It's that time of year. Dirt and grime from the storms have your vehicle filthy. Call On the Spot Automotive Detailing and have them take care of that for you. It's Jeff Symbieta, and it's cold out there. You don't want to clean your car, and you can't do it as well as they can. On the Spot will come to you wherever and whenever it's convenient. They'll detail your vehicle inside, outside, even under the hood. And when they're done, your car will look, feel, and smell like the day you took it off the lot. On the Spot Automotive Detailing offers a 10% discount to our military. Call and book your appointment at 505-859-2859 or go to otsdetailing.com.
If your child has endured remote learning during the last 2 years, it's past time to consider what's best. During that time, Calvary Christian Academy has been open with in-person learning. With small teacher-to-student ratios, the students get to engage with their peers, which CCA believes is the best way to learn. Calvary Christian Academy prides itself as a close community teaching with a biblical foundation. Open enrollment for next school year is on now. Your child can go to school at Calvary Christian Academy. For tours and more information, visit Calvary Christian Academy, abq.org.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME for up to 50 cents a gallon cash back on your first tank. That's code TIME.
The University of New Mexico is committed to ensuring that residents of our state entering college for the first time can afford to pursue a bachelor's degree with the Lobo First Year Promise. Qualified first-time freshmen who have graduated from a New Mexico high school and have an annual family income of $50,000 or less will have base tuition and fees for full-time enrollment covered for the 22 to 23 academic year. Application deadline is March 1st. The Lobo First Year Promise at the University of New Mexico. Find out more at promise.unm.edu.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply. If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever. And guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P. says, this is the best product I found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text LEAP to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting LEAP to 42424. That's LEAP to 42424. Text LEAP to 42424.
The Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce is the small business chamber of New Mexico with over 1,000 members representing a diverse business community. Are you a creative thinker into creative economy or tech, looking to help grow a woman-owned business? A young entrepreneur looking to expand your business? The Hispano Chamber is for you. Join today and experience all the benefits of membership and make your plans to be at La Noche Encantada, our state's largest black tie event, March 12th. There are only a few seats left. Visit ahcnm.org.
Here we go.
The Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. Join, connect, Select, Thrive.
Don't miss the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Start your morning weekday.
Let people know Lady Lobo basketball.
AM 610. The
And you're up.
Sports Animal.
2.5 hours just flies by. You know, I legit forgot because we were just so in the zone and such great guests and such great callers today. Forgot the Lady Lobos are at 6:30. You only got one more segment of us, guys.
That's news to me. I didn't. What have we been doing?
We came in hot today, though.
What have we been doing?
We were both late, and we were both talking shop.
Wow.
And we're on the phone with Fred, setting up tomorrow. But all of the 2 men on crew, even on deck, Robert Buck D. Gibson, we're all going to be up in Las Vegas tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing senior day for Cowboys and Cowgirls basketball, just having a good time and putting on a good show for them, doing some halftime show, doing some promotions, calling a kids basketball game at halftime. And
it's going to be fun.
Just putting on a show, really.
Yeah.
And you're no stranger to that.
I love going up there.
Putting on a show.
Now I get to put on a show.
So tune in once we're off the air. JJ going to bring it to you, Lady Lobos. This is the last game, right?
The season finale. They'll have 9 days off, and then they'll start Mountain West Conference tournament opener, I think the 7th.
So they're locked into the 2 seed. Is that correct?
Right.
Yeah, locked into the 2 seed.
Unless UNLV, which is in first place, unless they melt down here in the last couple of games, pretty much they'll be in the 2nd spot.
Well, the Lady Lobos dropping the last game took their chances of being first or tied for first away. I think. 505-246-0610. The show's almost over. But call in and tell me I'm an idiot because I might be wrong here. I think they're locked in the 2nd with no chance of getting first.
They win tonight. They're locked into the 2nd spot.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Lady Lobos' last regular season match right after us. We're going straight to the game. 2 men on, straight to the Lady Lobos. We were going to talk a little quarterback carousel.
Were?
But hey, we got like 3 minutes.
I know.
Here, this is a unpopular topic right here. All of the quarterbacks, the high-profile guys, they're all staying.
Ooh.
Everyone's staying. Aaron Rodgers not going anywhere. Russell Wilson's not going anywhere. Matt Ryan's not going anywhere.
Wait, I thought you said high profile.
Matt Ryan?
Get him out of there.
You know, you don't think Matt Ryan's quality?
I think Wilson goes to New York, to the Giants. Russ.
If Russell Wilson thinks he's got it bad now in Seattle.
Oh, thank you.
Wait till he has to deal with the front office of the New York Giants. And even worse,
offensive line.
There you go. There you go.
Isn't he already like the most sacked quarterback?
Ripped it out of my mouth.
In the last couple of seasons?
Yeah, and the Giants' offensive line is worse than Seattle.
Yeah. I know who's not going anywhere because they're asking for way too much. Deshaun Watson. He's stuck. They want way too much.
Well, if I was a general manager, I would obviously wait till the court charges came out and see what happens, see what shakes out from there. But allegedly, reports are that multiple teams will still take him, not knowing what the outcome of the court is at all. That's ballsy.
The Texans want 3 first-round picks plus other trade capital. No.
And he hasn't played in over a year.
Come on,
Here's
man.
the problem. If alleged pervert stuff, notwithstanding, and I said alleged, he's worth it. Look how he's played. He has balled out.
He has
since he came into the league.
But like Mike said, he's gonna have some rust.
Some rust.
A lot of rust.
He's gonna be fresh.
You think?
Yes.
Man.
He's gonna be fresh, man. Friend of the show, friend in real life, Joel Uevano of the Albuquerque Aardvarks. Their big rivalry match is tomorrow. Rio Rancho Sports Complex, Aardvarks versus Brujos. New Mexico's biggest rugby rivalry. That's going to get real spicy tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, Rio Rancho Sports Complex. If you don't have anything planned, go there. If you do have something planned, it's probably not as cool or fun. Go there anyways.
You got to bring it with rugby. There's no playing around there.
Also, Joel Luevano just said Russell Wilson to the Jets. So I think he listened to our segment. He's trying to
get that money.
He's trying to win 20 grand on the Jets.
Kyler Murray staying with the Cardinals.
If he's going anywhere, he's going to the Green Bay Packers. Because Phoenix gets to host the Super Bowl. And Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona has seen what Los Angeles did this year, what Tampa Bay did last year.
Right.
All you have to do to win a Super Bowl now is host the damn thing.
Host it.
And bring in a legendary quarterback. That's all you have to do.
Kyler has taken all his social media off anything to do with Arizona Cardinals. So
there's some drama with Kyler in that organization.
Yeah,
it is not looking good right now.
He's doing the most.
You wouldn't want to see Kyler in some green and yellow?
Hell no.
You only got 2 or 3 more good years from Rodgers. Might not get 10 out of Kyler.
If Rodgers went to the Cardinals, they're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're loaded. And they're going all in, too.
Just the last 2 years, he fades Kyler Murray when it goes to the second part of the season. And in this postseason, he didn't look good.
No, he literally had the worst game of his whole career in the playoffs.
Well,
It made him look foolish.
The Packers would have a running game, though.
But but part of his game, isn't it, running outside the pocket and running for yards? So that's I don't know.
Right-handed Michael Vick. His game isn't read defenses and make the right plays like Tom Brady. He's like make plays with his feet.
Yeah,
somebody's open, then he throws it 80 yards. I think everyone's staying put unless you get 10 first-round draft picks. If a team gives you their first and second rounder for every year that quarterback's on your team, then they'll move.
Well, you said this a couple of weeks ago. You know, the teams nowadays, you need that quarterback.
Sure.
So for you to have them and just give them away,
music.
No I-9 varsity today. Sorry about that. That's a lot of people's favorite segment is the I-9 varsity. So my apologies, Albuquerque. My apologies, friends.
We
of the show.
had 30 more minutes, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, I was in the zone and forgot we're passing the ball over to JJ and the Lady Lobos. My bad, Albuquerque. We'll make up for it with 5 varsity. We might even do a double varsity day next week. But if you have a kid who's into sports, you have a kid who needs a new hobby, you have a kid who wants to hone their interest, check out I9 Sports. i9sports.com, search chapter 280. No one does it better. Thank you to KOB TV's very own Brandon Ortega. Thank you for Albuquerque Journal's Jeff Grammer. Thanks for the callers and texters all day. Thanks, Howard. Thanks, Mailman. Thanks, everyone in the texter. We'll see you next week. You've been listening to 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
And paid for by Anthem Tax Services. Attention, if you or your business is behind in filing your tax returns, or if you owe over $10,000